Here's a paraphrased and expanded version of that entire piece, with no page or line breaks and no bold text. We begin with a significant development in English football as Jordan Henderson, the experienced England international and former Liverpool captain, is on the verge of making his return to the Premier League. Having departed Liverpool 2 years ago for a brief and challenging spell abroad, Henderson is now finalizing a move to Brentford, a club that has just lost its captain and first-choice defensive midfielder Christian Norgard, who signed for Arsenal in a deal worth around £10 million plus possible add-ons that could take the total fee higher. Henderson, who recently became a free agent after leaving Dutch side Ajax, appears set to fill the leadership gap that Brentford has been grappling with after a period of significant change. Reports from The Athletic confirmed that Brentford had prioritized Henderson as a key target, marking him as their first signing under newly appointed head coach Keith Andrews, who has stepped in after Thomas Frank departed for the managerial role at Tottenham Hotspur. Andrews, speaking about the potential signing, emphasized that once Henderson's availability was confirmed, the decision to pursue him was straightforward. The club undertook a detailed review of Henderson's recent performances and were impressed by his enduring fitness and drive to keep competing at the highest level, despite having already accomplished so much in his career. Andrews highlighted the immense value Henderson's leadership would add to the squad, pointing out how he had been a central figure in Liverpool's domestic and European triumphs, including leading the team to win the Premier League, the Champions League, and other domestic trophies. He also stressed that Henderson's vast international experience with England brings an added layer of professionalism and high standards, which aligns perfectly with the culture Brentford is trying to instill under the new coaching regime. After leaving Liverpool for Saudi Arabia's Al Ettifaq in 2023 in a move that drew widespread attention, Henderson's Middle Eastern stint proved short-lived, lasting only half a year before he opted for a new challenge with Ajax. He went on to make 57 appearances for the Amsterdam club, but his desire to return to England has remained strong. Henderson, now 35, amassed nearly 500 appearances for Liverpool after joining them from Sunderland in 2011, captaining the club during one of its most successful periods in recent history. His list of honors includes a Premier League title in the 2019-2020 season, a Champions League victory the year prior, as well as FA Cup and Carabao Cup successes. His return to English football also coincides with his ambitions to continue representing his country under New England manager Thomas Tuchel, hoping to secure a place in the squad for the 2026 World Cup. Henderson recently earned his 84th cap in a victory over Andorra and remains a respected figure on the international stage. Brentford, who finished mid-table last season in 10th place, are undergoing a substantial reshaping of their squad and backroom staff this summer. The departure of long-serving coach Thomas Frank, the sale of captain Norgard to Arsenal, and the likely exit of their top goalscorer Brian Mbeumo, who is keen on a switch to Manchester United, mean the club is navigating a transitional phase. Ben Mee, another senior dressing room figure, also left when his contract expired, creating a vacuum of experience and leadership that Henderson is ideally suited to fill. His influence will be crucial in maintaining standards both on the pitch and within the squad. On the tactical front, Henderson is expected to slot into the deep-lying midfield role that Norgard vacated, partnering with players like Vitaly Janelt or Yehor Yarmolenko to support the creative talents of Mikkel Damsgaard, who was recognized by both teammates and fans for his contributions last season. Henderson's responsibility will not only be to shield the defense but also to facilitate Brentford's attacking play by feeding their most creative outlets. The club also has high hopes for Turkey under-21 international Yunus Emre Konak, who stands to benefit greatly from working alongside an experienced player like Henderson and learning the nuances of the holding midfield position. Brentford's recent transfer activity shows a pattern of tapping into Liverpool's talent pool, having signed Fabio Carvalho and Sepp van den Berg last year and more recently completing the transfer of goalkeeper Kevin Kelleher. Henderson will be joining familiar faces in the dressing room, which should ease his integration into the squad. For Keith Andrews, having someone of Henderson's caliber and winning mentality will be invaluable as he seeks to stamp his authority on the team and navigate his first season in charge. All eyes will now be on how Henderson settles back into the Premier League and what impact his presence will have on Brentford's ambitions in what is shaping up to be an era of significant change for the West London side.